The Raiders have a top 3 defense in the NFL, but you might have the worst offense in the National Football League. Luke Getsy, if you're going to show up every single week and you're going to tuck your dick between your legs, go somewhere else. We need to have somebody that goes out there that inspires some confidence in this Raiders offense. I'm Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report. This is my post-game reaction show to the Raiders losing 22-10 to the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm live right now in North Carolina. We got hundreds of Raiders fans here in North Carolina that showed up and showed out. AP, you said show up and show out. You didn't show up and show out today. The Chargers embarrassed you in a game that they didn't even play well. I mean, they did not play well. Gardner Minshew today, I don't know what the hell that throw was earlier in the game for the fumble. Totally flipped the script on this game. Zamir White with the fumble, Gardner Minshew with an interception. This Raiders team is not good enough to win football games if you're going to turn the ball over 3 times. Point blank simple. Their defense, legit. If you're spamming fire AP, you don't know ball. Antonio Pierce is a defensive-minded coach. If you watch that game today and you go, our defense isn't good, you don't know ball. Our offense is where this is a major, major worry. So I got to know from the entire nation out there, what is your one-word reaction to this Raiders loss? Let me know down below. My one-word reaction to this Raiders loss is worried. I am worried about the Raiders offensive line physicality. The Raiders offensive line today got whooped up and down the field. Gardner Minshew was afraid to do anything. Now, I don't know if that's on Gardner, but I think it's on Luke Getsy. If you're saying we need to put Aiden O'Connell in the game, Aiden O'Connell ain't making a difference. What does Aiden O'Connell do that thinks that you, what does Aiden do that you inspire him that we're going to win this football game today with Aiden? If Getsy's just going to do these 2, 3, 4-yard checkdowns, I thought I was watching a Josh McDaniels offense. I thought I was watching a Bo Hardigree offense, a Mick Lombardi offense. I don't want to see that shit. If you're going to go out there with Davante Adams, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, do something that's a little bit interesting. Because you didn't do anything today interesting. And it showed out there on the field. Now, I get it. You turned the ball over 3 times. And there was a bad... Daniel Carlson missed a 49-yard field goal attempt. Like, the overreaction of this show is I don't know if the Raiders could have played worse than what they played today. I don't know if they could have played worse. SoFi Stadium, road game, it was blacked out, 80% Raider fans. The Raider fans were loud there. There was a lot of penalties on the Chargers early on for false starts, and the nation was being heard. This game is not on the nation. If you're Antonio Pierce, you got to look yourself in the mirror and go, you can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? AP fires me up every time he talks, and it's nice to hear what you have to say, but you got to look at that team in the locker room, and you got to make an adjustment. If you're the right man for the job, Jim Harbaugh embarrassed you today. He got the win. You didn't. It's time to make a stand. Now, to me, only true Raiders fans hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be live doing watch parties all day, every day during the Raiders season. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be somebody that comes up here and sugarcoats it. I put my life on the line. I put my body on the line. The amount of Raider fans that are here right now, they're also upset. Why? When you expect commitment to excellence, all I ask is for a little bit in return. And today, you didn't get it. You didn't get any commitment to excellence. Gardner Minshew was 25 of 33, 257, a touchdown and an interception. That fumble played by Minshew, I don't know what the hell that was in the first half of the game. I mean, that really set us back there. Minshew did not play well today. Are you going to blame that on Getsy? Are you going to blame it on the O-line? Are you going to blame it on the receivers? I don't know who to blame it on. But, like, here's the one thing. Minshew's seat was hot entering this game. The amount of people spamming AOC, and you know what? I'm going to ask the nation. If you want Aiden O'Connell to start next week against the Ravens on the road in Baltimore, I need an AOC down below. Because here's the one thing. I feel like we as a fan base did a great job getting Josh McDaniels fired. And I know that we are way louder as a nation together than anybody else. If you want Aiden O'Connell to start next week, I will do everything in my power to make sure that what you want happens, because if this is the offense that we have with Gardner Minshew, I don't want to watch that again. I don't ever want to see the offensive presence that we saw tonight. I never want to see that again. Zeus needs to be better. Gardner needs to be better. But if you want AOC to start, I promise each and every one of y'all right now that are watching this stream, I will do my best to make it happen. Now, again, I'm not saying AP. I'm not saying Telesco. I'm not saying Mark Davis. Watch this show. I know they do. They've told me. But I also know this. I will do my job here to be loud and proud, because, quite frankly, I don't know who should start. I don't. There's times where I'm like, Gardner should get another shot on the road in Baltimore. But if you told me right now exactly what we're going to get is what I saw today, I don't want that again. I'm telling you right now, I don't want that again. Now, I got to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Prize Picks. And even though my Prize Picks did not hit today, I still had an unbelievable time, and I think y'all will too. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. With over 5 million active members, Prize Picks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps on Prize Picks, it's just you against the numbers. All you do is pick more or less to 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Download the Prize Picks app today at prizepicks.com/CLNS. Chuck just put all those links for you guys down in the comments section. Use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Now, for me today, it didn't work. And you know what? That is what it is. Zamir White today, 13 for 44 with a fumble. That's a big old fat shit. I mean, to me, I think Alexander Mattison deserves to start. To me, I'm telling you right now, one of the things that I'm going to talk about on my post-game reaction show, overreaction show, is does Alexander Mattison deserve to start next week? 4 for 43 and a touchdown. He made the play of the game for the Raiders. And Zamir put the ball on the ground. I know Zamir finished the season well last season, but at the same time, we got to be able to look ourselves in the mirror and go, Zamir also had fumbling issues last season. And if Zamir doesn't fumble that football, I think it's a very different football game here. I don't know if we win necessarily, but at the same time, I'm just so upset with the game that we just witnessed there, because if you're a fan, how do you get inspired by that? I mean, honest talk, how do you get inspired by what you just witnessed today on the football field? Because that looked like a team today that's going to be battling for the #1 overall pick. I don't think the Chargers are any good. I think the Chargers are a 6 to 7 win football team. And you just got beat 22-10, and you could say it's on the road. I don't know if it is on the road. That was a game dominated by Raiders fans. The Raiders played today like they're a team that could legitimately have the #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL draft. And if you don't like to hear that, that's on you. Let's go to Jordan Lumpkin. We paid all that money for a defensive tackle, and did he ever have a tackle for a loss? Why not go for it on 4th and 2? Christian Wilkins had himself a good game today. I thought he made an impact. I thought he did a lot of good things early on. I don't know why AP didn't go for it on 4th down and 2. The answer is he just didn't have any confidence in his offense. For AP not to go for it, it's because he didn't have any confidence in his offense. Let's go to Adam Valdez. You can Davante Adams goodbye if this is the next 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, I said it before. If the Raiders are anything worse than 4 and 5 at the NFL trade deadline, the deadline is on November 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern time. If the Raiders are worse than 4 and 5 at the deadline, I agree with you. Davante Adams will get traded. Let's go to Sal. What's up, Sal? Just proves once again we don't have a quarterback. That's the problem. We don't have a QB on our team. Gardner's maybe a top. He's the 25th, 26th best QB in the league. Aiden, I'm going to probably put in the mid-30s. We don't have a QB, and you can talk about defense. This defense is legit. We have some good skill position players, but you don't have a quarterback. It's tough to win games. And when you have an OC like Luke Getsy, it's even more difficult. Let's go to Miguel. What game should we start Aiden? Because, wow. I think if the Raiders were to start Aiden O'Connell, you start him week 3 against Carolina at home. you got to give Minshew one more shot. In my opinion, I'd give him another shot. But, like, you're going on the road against Baltimore in Baltimore. You better hope you're not 0-2, because 0-2 teams don't make the playoffs. Aggressive, effing garbage, absolute offensive shit show. I'm with you. The offensive shit show today was real. Thugador, I'm disgusted. Offense softer than Charmin toilet paper. The offensive line was bad today. They got beat up and down, up and down. I mean, the offensive line today looked like a Josh McDaniels offense. Raider Kevin, double tight end offense is BS all off season, and for what? 10 stupid points. It was embarrassing. I'm not going to disagree with you, Kev. Like, if you're going to sit up here and you want to vent, please vent. I'm not going to sit here and disagree with you. Raiders need to man up. Apley way be better than conservative. He needs to grow some balls. Again, I don't know if it's AP. I think it's that conversation that AP needs to have with Luke Getsy and go, hey, this is a Raiders mentality. If you're not going to bring a Raiders mentality, then you're just not the right man for the job. Ben Bailey, trade for old man Flacco. You don't mean that. Flacco is not going to be somebody that helps you do anything. The Raiders are with the quarterback, so they're going to have the entire season, and that's the way that it goes. Sal, Carr would have won that game for us. I don't think he would have. Like, genuinely, I don't think that Carr is good enough of a quarterback to win that type of game. I know Carr had himself a good game today against the Carolina Panthers, but, like, I'm just being honest, I don't think Carr wins us that game. I don't think Carr is a top 20 quarterback in the NFL, and I'm not afraid to say that. I look at the Luke Getsy offense, it was bad. Zamir fumbled. Yes, Gardner fumbled. The pick was bad on Gardner as well. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. But if you're going to be someone that sits there and goes, we win that game with Derek Carr, I would look at you dead in the eyes right now, and I would say, I don't think that you know ball very well. So, Sal, thanks for watching the show, but I mean this when I say this. I know that you can't see me because I'm not on screen, but I'm looking you dead in the eyes right now, Sal, and everybody out there that's saying Derek Carr would have won this game. I don't think you know ball very well. So, Sal, sorry, you don't know ball. If anybody wants to give me a follow on IG at Mitchell Renz 365, please do so. I'm going to be posting a lot of content on social media, especially this week. I'm hot, I'm heated. I'm also here in North Carolina. Shout out to the North Carolina Raider fans. They showed up. We showed out tonight. We're going to be partying here in North Carolina, and if you haven't already, to get updates, follow me on IG at Mitchell Renz 365.